We did it.
We did it. I really wish they would make it to where you don't have to live stream via your phone because, we have everything set up with our cameras to record our regular readings and everything. I'm like, oh, let's rearrange everything just to break out the phone to
Right?
record. It's looking, yeah, the chart of the moment pulled up. Let's try to take
Yeah,
a
the
look
moon
at
is squaring Venus. Good times. Good times.
it. I went and looked outside to see if somebody was here because Iris keeps went off again.
Making a fuss, right?
And now Mal's back there talking. Hey there. Welcome. We're just getting started, so we haven't started laying cards yet, but we're just waiting for the room to fill up. How are you doing today?
Getting there.
Oh, I don't know about you, but I'm ready for all these planets to move out of Scorpio.
Jeez Louise, you ain't kidding.
Everything's like
Get
so intense.
out! I said get
Oh,
out!
I mean, it's we got a lot of water going on, but it's like, man, a lot of rehashing shit's going on. Oh, yeah, we haven't been around much, but we're gonna start coming around. Like we're trying to get our schedule into where we're going live, hopefully every day of this week. And we've been trying to post, we've been posting more, just working through some glitches. We had to move the studio upstairs into our offices because the audio would never cooperate. But
Yeah.
hey, yeah, we're here. Glad you made it. Did you know, like right now, asteroid Karma is at 15 Libra? And it's actually, ooh, it's sitting on my Lilith today.
Hmm.
But it's traveling with Venus, and Venus is at 17 Libra right now. So they're
And the moon.
traveling conjunct. Yeah. Yeah.
And then
The
there's the
sun.
moon.
Yeah. That moon in Capricorn, it's probably helping keep me cool. I
Oh,
have,
there. Hey, Tess.
oh, we have a room full all of a sudden.
Hey,
Hi,
Tess.
everybody. Who?
Tess. I
Oh,
need
hey,
you.
Tess.
Please, Tess. Please, for the love of God. Can you move your Patreon membership over to the $7 tier? I'm trying to shut all the other tiers down so that I can create the one that's going to be going forward into the future, which is kind of cool because the way that we're doing it, a lot of the astrology stuff is going to be put like in a library sort of sense. So, for instance, I found all the Pluto in the houses series, and I'm going to be finishing the Pluto in the houses series. And then I'm going to step up and do the Neptune in the houses and then Saturn in the houses. And so my patrons are going to receive the library of that. Also, the Terra class, apparently, I did not find those videos. So we
Damn,
had to
I thought you
pivot.
did.
We had to pivot. And now I have to teach some more Terra classes. So setting up the links for that and the schedule and the calendar and stuff. And as soon as we're ready, be prepared for the Terra classes to come back onto the table. And instead of paying upfront, we've created the pay as you go with Klarna. And I can't remember the other ones, but even if you just wanted to get one of the classes and not all of them at once. So we've been able to use technology, I guess, to be
Trying
able to help
to.
y'all out.
Yeah, and she's talking about her personal, like she was talking to you, Tess, specifically, but others that aren't on the channel, on your Patreon channel, that are on the Woke.Ones.Revolution, all that stuff is also going to go to that Patreon. We've talked about merging, the tarot more over to that side because Miriam's
Yeah.
wanting to get a little more, get a little more into some of her other gifts, and plus tarot, yeah, it's kind of hard. She's been doing
It's
it a pretty long
time.
time. Yeah, it's
It's time.
time. Hi, everybody. So yeah, I mean, Tess, you were up in here first, hon. You got a question that that's a pressing question that you're wanting us to read the tarot on.
Hi, Sonia. Hi, NATO Micaiah. How are you doing? Our
I don't.
serious air beings who look like us. The truth is, I don't know.
Oh, well, I don't know that either.
Hi, Jesus
Well,
Christ. Guess what, Jesus Christ? We love you. We thank you for showing up. We're going to pass on your offer, but we do hope that you have a wonderful day. For sure. For sure.
yeah, and you will be kicking rocks.
Yeah, I'm removing that one. Nobody needs that in their face. Hi, Tracy.
Yeah.
Hello. So, Tess, do you have a question?
She does. Any future warnings she should know about? And just for all of you that are just now breezing in, we are going to read some tarot. We're only planning on being here maybe,
Hour and
I don't know,
20.
it's like an hour and 20. It's 2:45 right now. So we'll be on here for a little bit and we'll answer questions. Any donations or super stickers or any of that are favored. Those get prioritized. So if you've got a question, I don't think we have a moderator. Oh yeah, we do have a moderator. Tess, would you mind keeping an eye on people? Then
If not,
kind of
I can.
keeping a tally. If not, we can. Hi, Tracy.
We'll just go slower,
Hi,
but we can still do it.
Nada McKay. Sonia Best. Appreciate y'all showing up. Okay, any future warnings? So,
Tess wants any future warnings.
all right, I'm gonna throw down for Tess real quick here.
Yeah.
And for those that missed our last live or didn't see it, it is available if you're interested in watching it. And hey,
Okay.
we're on the upswing. We're building the channel. Keep helping us grow, guys. I mean, you guys are doing an amazing job sharing all this stuff, and we really appreciate it. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we are planning on doing a giveaway in regards to a free reading with us.
Yeah. Okay, so this is what I got so far. Tess, you're first. Sonia, you're with me. And then Brandon 3T will go to Heather. And that's what I have so far. So NATO Micaiah, you'll be mine. Tess and Brandon go to Heather. Sonia and NATO comes to me. Please do not leave the room. I will be so upset. Just don't do it.
You leave the room, we're not going to read for you.
All right,
when it's
Sonia.
your turn, you got to be ready.
Right
Tess,
here, Sonia.
Tess, I got you. Any future warnings for Tess?
Sonia best. Sonia best. Let
Oh. I'm working on it, sis. My cards are waking up still.
Sonia, he heard you. He kind of heard you. Let me put it that way. I see where you threw down with him, and then I kind of see how he is going to yield a little bit, but he's still afraid. He's still scared, and it kind of keeps him up at night still, you know. It's almost like the more that you become, it's almost like the more that you become, right? The more glorious you become, and he thinks that you're like drop dead beautiful, gorgeous, would lick the bottom of your shoe. Okay? He
I
would
need me one of those.
totally do this. He also knows right here that it's almost like he knows your character, Sonia. He knows how faithful and loyal you are and persistent, you know? And it's sort of weird because he knows that he has the problem. But he also knows that the more glorious you become, that you become out of his league. And he's afraid. And I see that your intentions are really good. Like you're putting down the logical, and he is thinking there's somebody at work or somebody that you work with, that you talk with, could be a Taurus, that you might want to run away with. But all this is his problem. He heard you. The thing is, I will say it's like an emotional exercise for him to let you go for a little bit. And he's just going to have to like conquer this. So there will be a lot of phone calls. There will be a lot of, hey, trying to make touch with you to make sure that you guys are still together. Because Mother Effer is like, I think this dude would crawl into your trunk, not tell you, pop out, be like, what you doing? But I do see that there's nothing doing. So yes and no. Does that make sense, Sonia? I hope that helps. That mother,
Yes.
I'm just saying.
You talking about licking toes? I was like, what?
He's all, this
That's what I
dude.
get for being at the Pisces rising too long.
Oh, that makes sense, Sonia, but
All right. Yeah. All right. So, Tess, hun, oddly enough, you asked me that question about if there's any warnings you have coming up. We've got the Justice card in reverse, followed up by the Death card in reverse, and this cute little Six of Cups. Oh, we've got the Fool in reverse. So we got the Aries Libra axis definitely activated with a soulmate energy that is really struggling maybe through some transitions. The end card that I had for you was the Devil card. And the Devil card, this is actually like a cigarette machine in this one. So what I was getting initially when I saw the first three flip was that possibly you might be having somebody that's a soulmate to you, whether it's maybe a aunt or an uncle, a sibling, or maybe just somebody that's really close to you that you care about. It could be Libra, it could be Aries, it could be Capricorn. That is, or Scorpio. I guess I should leave that in there too. And so I think that maybe somebody might be having a bit of a health warning, okay? And or somebody may be sick and need to have some sort of maybe break a habit was one thing that I got. Somebody's being reckless, and the fact that the cigarette machine came out next to the Fool in reverse makes me think that maybe somebody I don't know, specific, if you want to say like lung cancer kind of thing, possibly some sort of habit they need to break, maybe smoking. Under the Justice card, I got the Judgment card in reverse. Okay, so there's some, honey, I don't know the timing on this. Let me see if I can actually grab that real fast. I do have a timing deck, but it makes me think that somebody in your vicinity is going through some stuff, and maybe you know you might have a bit of a surprise coming your way. So when I looked at the death card, the card underneath it represents that it may be an air sign. It may be an air sign female, which leads more towards that Libra. And with the sword down, somebody's really gonna not be okay. Somebody's gonna really not be okay with it. With the Six of Cups, I got the Nine of Swords in the upright. Talking about a lot of grief, a lot of worry, a lot of anxiety, and I, I got the double card again. So when it's clarifying the double card, I got the double card in reverse alongside the Five of Wands. Okay. So with this, I wish I knew who it was. I know it's somebody that you love that's going to be dealing with this. Let's see if I can get a timing on whenabouts this is coming up. I would just say if you do have some concerns about somebody, and with the devil showing up, and like I said, the cigarette machine and the devil showing up twice, somebody could be fighting an addiction to something, is what I'm getting. And I did also feel like intervention style. And unfortunately, when I pulled the card for the timing, whoa. Okay, so the timing says not in this lifetime, 10, which 10s are endings. Maybe if somebody's dealing with this struggle, they've been dealing with it their whole life. The follow-up card is it's the right time to take action, 6. Again, that's Six of Cups soulmate. I know I've gone on a little too long, but babe, if you got a soulmate that's struggling with addiction or worrying about their health or not worrying about the health, aid them to get help, babe. That's what I've got. Your niece has terminal cancer and she's only 17. Oh my gosh, babe. I felt that and it totally resonated. Yeah, I'm sorry, baby. I'm really sorry. Prayers go out to your niece that she's, oh my goodness. It's not fair. It's not fair. Just spend as much time with her as you can, babe. You're welcome. You're welcome, Tess. And thank you for helping out here in the chat.
Okay, I've got NATO Makaya, and you've got Brandon 3T person is next. I also made Jamie a moderator for us because Jamie didn't know, and now she does.
Oh, thank you, Jamie.
You just got recruited.
Well, we only had one. Throw in your witchcraft or your already.
If
so
she was here,
yeah.
I'd be making cookies.
Yeah, well, appreciate you, ladies, and Brandon, hun, welcome. I'd love to help you out. I don't know what your question is, so maybe you could put your question in there.
All right, so I'm shuffling for NATO. Oh, that was the thing for NATO Makaya. That's what came in first for NATO. They told me that the week of November 5th is a really big week for you. I don't know why they're saying something about house or housing, a complex of some kind. They're saying that there will be a visit of an aunt, or you are the aunt, and there will be a visit to be made. I'm picking up a sibling or a person who feels like a sibling, NATO. All these relationships, what is going on? Feels like it kind of blew up out of nowhere, right in the middle of a process. And we're getting back on track onto the process. They have something for you. Boop, boopy doo. I don't know who that is. I don't know why they're saying peace be unto you. It's like a Christmas song. It's like you're coming in with Christmas. There's also a relationship about 7 months from now. About 7 months from now, there's a serious relationship that's going to be entering into your life. There's a dual combined journey that's coming together for you in about 7 months. Right now, NATO, they're moving everything around, including people. I have somebody that might be going away. They're saying to war, but it could be somebody who is going to war in like a codependent relationship or something like that. And you must release them with love and let them go. It does feel like there's a little bit of a, I don't know, a sour ending to something, but it's okay. They've got to go fight something and finish it. It's like going out there and wrestling and then coming back. The relationship coming, NATO, in about 7 months, this person is really important because it feels like there's something that had to do with your mother that is attached to this person. And it's more like they're attached to the way that they are. There's something about the way this person is that's meant to trigger the mother wound that you have. And there's all this love that comes with it. There's all this love and joy that's supposed to come with it. And it's beautiful if you let it be beautiful, if that makes sense. There's a question about, like, look, the card that came out was releasing whoever this is and letting it go. And then in comes this other person in this other relationship. Look, it comes in. I'm not kidding. This is coming in the next 7 months. There's a question about an ending. It's here. An ending that happened with someone over a misunderstanding where words were not spoken maybe the way that they should have been spoken. Let's just say they could have said things better, or you could have said things better. There's a sorrow and a release, and a question. I don't know. There's also like a gift. NATO, if you were working with someone in combination around a business or putting a business project together, something like that, and someone, because it shows a release of a partner, okay? We got to release that. This person's going that way, okay? And you're going that way. You're both going different ways. Ain't nothing wrong with this. It's that the new person down here that you're nervous about meeting, this one needs to come in. And look, the sun card came out on top of this new person. I have king, king, king. It's beautiful. Release with love, my love. Whoever this is, just give it love. If you need to go in and ask for sitting down and kind of explaining the words here and wanting to make peace with this person, I'm sorry for not standing up. I'm sorry that I stood down. This isn't what I wanted to happen here between the two of us, and I don't want to stop loving you. That sort of thing. Please watch how you say it. I think that little page of cups means everything. This is a very sweet, like a hamster. Why don't you go in like a hamster? Okay. You go in, you twitch your little nose, you pat something, because this person, that's how it needs to be left, in peace. Capiche? But you need to prepare, because this new person that's coming, they don't have all that pain attached to them. They're down here. It's almost like they've already done the lesson and they think you're glorious. Whoever this person is, look at this. This is somebody who's like smoking hot, like they're watching you. Smoking hot lady. That's the smoking hot lady for me. I need the smoking hot lady. If you're a lady, if you're a guy, they want muy guapo, machismo, but they do want to eat you. Maybe they're hungry. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Ward, for the donation. If you have a question.
Thank you. Miss Ward showing up so she gets moved to the top of the line. I was already in Brandon's energy, so I'm going to finish reading that. So Miss Ward, 0326 question. I have the opportunity to expand my property, which we didn't think would happen. If I get it, should I repair the house or knock it down?
Yeah, that was NATO. And what I'm kind of catching from that, like they're thinking of it, but there's a partnership that needs to come together, right, NATO? Like that was the full question.
She has a
Not
worse habit of
true.
not listening to me. I don't even if she can hear me.
I'm hearing. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Okay, did you hear what I said about Mrs. Ward's question for you? No.
No, I was still looking at NATO. Go ahead. Hi, Jen. I love you.
Okay, so I found Mrs. Ward's question. I'm going to have you do her because I have Brandon laid out.
Okay, do
I her
Brandon.
her question is, I have the opportunity to expand my property, which we didn't think would happen. If I get it, should I repair the old house or knock it down?
Got it.
Okay. So as you just saw, we got a generous donation by Miss Ward. Anybody who does that gets booped right to the top. If that pushed you down a minute, just wait. You're up next, okay? So Brandon, hi everybody, welcome in. Brandon, you were asking about this next few months, what the next few months have in store. I don't know what this theme is, but this devil card popped again when I was shuffling, and I put it back in the deck, and then I shuffled again and it came out again. So it must be a running theme. So we've got the devil card with the 8 of Swords, speaking to some anxieties, maybe some fears, some trepidation is what I'm getting coming into it. That's a Capricorn energy. You may have somebody that's Capricorn near you that you're dealing with. We've got the 2 of Swords in reverse and the Hierophant in reverse next to that. The Wheel of Fortune with the Star card in reverse underneath. Okay. We also got this 5 of Wands. Yes, you all, it's the zombie deck, so don't be offended by the scenery, with the Magician card. Okay. And so the undersides of the deck, we've got the Judgment card in reverse and the Devil card again. That is the 4th time I've seen the Devil card in 2 reads. So that's talking maybe a whole lot about Capricorn season. And Brandon, for you, I said it seemed a little wide open. So I was like, to throw me an oracle. I got Fortune's Will, Luck and Right Timing. Okay. And I got Closed Door, Completion. So it seems to me as if there may have been something, or maybe something over the next few months, that you find yourself like unhealthily obsessed with. It's something that to you, when it comes through, it's like no doubt whatsoever. It's different. It's different than what you're used to, and I think you're cool with that. So we've got the Wheel of Fortune and that Star card. So signs: Capricorn, Aquarius, Taurus. And under that 5 of Wands, I have the Magician card, so a Gemini card. I think that there's going to be some changes that you're going to probably be faced with, and maybe even, okay, so it sounds to me like you may have something coming your way that is maybe a bit taboo. Okay, so take that for what it is. Maybe a bit taboo. Maybe most people wouldn't say that it's like probably the best moves to do. So if you're somebody who likes to play or partake, keep that in mind. That's likely. That's kind of what I'm getting, that there might be something, some sort of transition that's going on within you that you've been maybe fighting back a little bit. It's not necessarily something that you want to have happen, but I think something's going to happen that's going to curve maybe a habit that you've been dealing with, and maybe something you've been struggling with. But I feel like you're going to pull it off like a magician. Okay, whatever this little scrappy, fighting to be seen. It's almost like me first, me first, me first. I think whatever it is that you're wanting, you're going to pull it off. And, even though I think some people are going to have some feelings about the way that you're going about it, I don't think you really care, because you're really like, you know what, I'm going to do it my way. But it's gonna come with a little bit of a blessing, and it's going to be a little naughty. Let's just put it that way. It's going to be a little naughty, so don't get caught up in it, Brandon, and I think you will be good to go. I don't know if that's going to, it seems like it is going to be closing a door on whatever this energy is here for you, and stopping that obsession. So wish you the best. I know Miriam's got a whole spread out there. Hope that helps, and wish you the best,
I
Brandon. Sounds like fun.
do. I thank you, Jen. We love you, Jen. Thank you so much.
All right,
All
Jan,
right.
I gotcha. So I'll just need your question, Jan, if you got one, babe.
Okay. Mrs. Ward, Miss Ward, you're in the room. My dear, hello. Hello, Governor. Patiently waiting with love. I love that. Thank
You're
you.
welcome, Brandon.
Thank
No judgments
you.
here. I'd probably come play with you. No judgments, babe.
All right. This is for Miss Ward. Hello, my number one. All right, look. I can see that there is someone else involved over here. There's you, right? You're over here. And then there's somebody else over here. And I don't know if they have a slice of the pie in some way, or I don't know how they're connected. Are they a sibling? Was this part of an estate? I don't know who this other person is, Miss Ward, but they're attached to you in some way. And that card that I'm looking at over here says that perhaps you have been putting this plan in front of this person's face. And this person, he just wants, or they, or it, they just want the whole thing finished and out. I want the whole thing just finished and out. Wrap it, tie it, kick it off, and be done with it. The cards do show, though, that if you do step forward and make this choice, you see the reality of the worth of this property. It shows maybe perhaps being encouraged by friends. You see the worth. You see that perhaps it could become something more than just what it is. Please do not anticipate for the other person to join you in this venture. It shows that you see the reality, you're not confused by the value of what this could be. It also shows that fulfilling this in some way is coming from like one of your ancestors. That's why I'm thinking it's part of an estate or something. Because there's definitely like not just a spirit guide, but like one of the ancestors that's pushing on you to develop this land and do something with it. And it's part of their dream. I'm also going to say that if you choose not to do what this ancestor is asking of you, you're still cool. You're still a great person. I would still bake you cookies. It's just this friction between you and this other person. Now, it does show also that for you to independently go to the bank, it shows the bank. It shows that you go over there and you ring the bell, literally ringing the bell. Hey, bank, I want to come into a contract with you for a loan, but I only want my name on it. I only want my name. Okay. I am situated. I am in a good place. I want to go into contract with you. At this point, the bank does go out there and looks over the land before they give out the loan, right? They think it's a lot to do, sure, but they also sort of see that you're ready to put in something down, a little bit down, a little bit of money left over, what little you have. When you pull that into the equation of things, the bank clears you. The bank actually clears you. I don't know. If you put in some sort of application, you do all that crap, they show up, girl.
She
They
said in
show
the chat,
up.
she said, it's an abandoned house. My late husband and I made a deal to get it. Then he died, so I didn't get it. The owner died and his parents want it gone, so their lawyer said cheap, cheap.
Yeah, maybe that might be, if you're thinking it's going to be 9 pentacles, it's only going to be like 7. So whatever they're asked, whatever you think it is that's on the paper, hit them with 20% lower and they'll release it to you. This ancestor that you're talking about, they're like, do it, do it, do it. And they are. This 6 of Cups
I
in
believe
reverse
that.
came right out on top of your head. So this person is in your dreams, they're in your head, they're following you around like this, like a puppy. They are with you in this thing. So if you go to the bank and you ring their little bell and they're like, oh, cool, let's make a judgment on this thing, we'll finalize it and be done. You need to bump them 20% lower. Now, whoever these other people are over here, and if you don't know who I'm talking about yet, it carries with it a very heavy Sagittarius, Aries, Sagittarius, Cancer, and an air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. I don't know who this person is, but
She says it needs major repairs. We made a deal with the owner for $3,000. The lawyer said it's probably way less. It's right next door and it would make her have 3 lots.
yeah, it is less. It shows a benefit, though. I don't know if that piece of land that you're looking at, the value of building it up. I don't know if you're in the middle of an interstate, a future highway. I don't know if you're in the middle of like where they're going to put the wind farm things. I don't know. I just know that if you push forward with the plan as it is successful. And everybody else can just, Miriam would say right now, Big D. Big D.
Go get some Big D. What?
No, they can all SUCK
She said
it.
it's a rural Kansas town of 1,200. Hi, Kelly.
The development
Mwah.
of this has so many possibilities. If you lease out the land to local farmers that want to have their cows grazing, it could be used for that. If you wanted to use it as what's it called? Because my geography, but I'd be pulling up the survey maps and I'd be like, you want to put a wind farm here? Let's get my name on
Right,
that list.
right.
There's profit to be made off the land. Screw
Storage
the house.
units, storage
Look at the
units.
property.
Screw the house.
I look at location, location, location.
I'll
What are
tell
they
you,
going to be putting through town, man?
I've been
It
looking all
doesn't.
over at those what are they called? The storage container houses.
Oh,
Like I would knock that shit
yes.
down and put one of those storage container houses there
Yep.
and make it a beautiful
A
place where you can
beautiful place.
garden and
And I'm
have
saying Elon
all
Musk
the
because he's
cats,
got those.
all the
And
cats.
you already have the power and the water there. Demolish it and put new technology home there and let the community see what it looks like. But there's so much to be done. It is profitable. That's why I'm saying this other person didn't want to do the work. Well, some people do. Amen. That's your reading, lady friend. Thank you for the donation.
Amen. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much, Miss Ward. Hope that helps. And Jen, thank you very much for your donation. As I said, those donations go right to the top, and I'm ready to do your reading, dear. You were curious about you left an old job, and you're wondering if you made the right decision. You went to this new one, and the old job called, and you're still like hanging on. I will tell you that everything that I'm looking at right here, babe, tells me that in your gut of guts and your intuition, you made the right decision. You got the moon card in reverse. I can understand the trepidation because it's not something that you would normally do, right? Here we go again, another repeat. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. Was that 3 readings in a row? We got the Wheel of Fortune. A lot of fate happening right now. And of course, I understand if you think maybe you made the wrong choice. You may have had some colleagues that you feel like you're leaving behind or that you're going to miss. We all miss that comfort, like when we get used to a place. But I think that, like you have had to fight more for what you want within that old job than it was really worth. It wasn't paying out in dividends. And, not going back, I believe, was a good idea. This new one, it's kind of cute because on the underside, like how I have it, this Page of Cups is trying to hand a 5th cup over to this 4 of Cups dude, saying, "Hey, how about this one too?" So the opportunity itself. The good news is you got the 10 of Swords in reverse. I'll show you in the upright because it's kind of a creepy card. But here's the 10 of Swords in the reverse that you got. The clarifier for that was this 9 of Swords in the upright. Overall energy I got for you, babe, was the 6 of Cups. And I think that, your people, I think are happy for you. Even if you've got all this trepidation that we're looking at, and the oracle card that I pulled was the Wall, obstacles. So here's the thing. I think you made the right choice. I do. I think that you made the right choice at the right time. You had to stand in your value, right? I think it's going to take a lot of grief away from you if you allow it. If you allow it, you've just really got to get out of your head and have faith that you did make the right choice. Because I will tell you, even astrologically, over this last few months, fate has been at play. We're just coming out of eclipse season. That old job's done, babe. They may still want you, but I think that maybe you've outgrown it. So yes, I think you made the right choice. I'm proud of you. Yes, you're going to have obstacles at the new job, just like you did at the old job, but at least it's forward movement. It's better than having no job, which would happen eventually if you stayed unhappy in a job, so there you go.
Well done. Well done. Okay, so Heather took Miss Jen, which bumps Tracy to me. And then Heather's going to get Molly. And so I'm looking for Miss Tracy's question, please.
Same for you, Miss Molly. If there's anybody else, I mean, I think, let me see. We had other people in there, but they got knocked down the list. So
hi, my Hien, and there's another one, Molly 1111 Feather. Hello.
hi, Miss Molly.
And there was one more that I saw that was a new person. Crystal Candace, I think. B. Perigi. B. Perigi. Hello.
Okay.
There's Tracy. Okay, cool. Hi, my hen. Yes, you can get a reading. You want to be on the list, babe? Because I've got Tracy. Molly's got Heather. And my hen will go to me if you're willing to wait, because we need you to be in the room when it gets to be your turn.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
and we're
cool.
working on,
you're on the
40.
List.
We're doing good on time. We're like 45 minutes in almost. Miss Molly, babe, I just need to know what your question is. And Jen, you're welcome. Good luck at the new job, hun. They're lucky to have
Tracy.
you. We have a couple more in the line. We had a couple of donations, and they get shifted to the top. So we just finished the donation readings, and so I'm about to do Molly, and we'll just kind of keep going. Yeah, I mean, free questions are allowed, but it'll be a minute before we can get to you. You do have to be present for us to read. Any romance from past or new? Molly, I got you, babe. Let me shuffle and get into your energy. If you could open up here.
Tracy, when you came in, I just got a huge flush of like presence all the way around my body. Tracy. Determination. Okay. Tracy, this card also came out, which is good. It means your head's in the right place. I did get the house and the housing situation that came in as well. It's also speaking about doing a heavy job, and I know what that is, and how to release that thing. I also have someone close to you, Tracy, who's kind of a naysayer. Um, hold on. I am seeing that if there were relationships that you leaned on in the past, they let you down in some sort of way. But the Wheel of Fortune in the upright said that this was positive, that they didn't show up. It was positive that they were not part of this process. So going forward, there is kind of a sadness and looking at relationships as if relationships are not like the right kind of relationships are not around you. Look at that. What? Yeah. Okay. These cards are saying that you're not expecting, but there's going to be some money that comes in from this person. Might be a government check, might be something that is totally unexpected, babe. And it's something that you're not looking at all with the Two of Swords in the reverse. Like you don't even know that it's happening. So you may very well receive this check. I'm hearing that perhaps you've been waiting on it and waiting on it and waiting on it and waiting on it. And it kind of shows that the choice to move forward and the determination. Look at that, the hangman in the reverse. I wonder if you and another person had gotten into a disagreement and they were supposed to work with you in some way. Okay. Okay, it says to plan, to make conscious choices that go toward the goal. Look at that. The magician. When this resource comes in, be very wary about the people that you're calling to do this task. And that perhaps is there something here that needs to be handled with care. Really, seriously, it's something that needs to be, it would be like me saying, this box is very fragile, or there's something in this box and I don't want you to handle it. I need to take it with me. I have a soulmate, soul contract person here. Yeah, I got the victory card. If you're asking a soulmate person, it's almost like the money comes in. You see that you made the conscious choice. The money comes in out of freaking nowhere, right? You end up taking that resource, and this other soulmate, soul contract person doesn't have to do anything. And the money that comes in, direct from spirit, direct from spirit. And when you have the money, don't let it go to anything else except the goal. It's almost like spirit says, oh, okay, boom, go time. We move from the ace right here to the conscious choice to the two that has the victory on it. But it is saying to control the spending, control the movement as it goes forward. No, we're going to go roller coaster riding. We're just going to run off and do whatever. There's also a worry. I don't know if you have an animal. If an animal needs surgery, the answer is no. Because when the money comes in, you may be like, oh, this animal needs surgery. No, it doesn't. No, I don't think the animal has long to live, if I'm honest with you. Okay, that's the read. Go ahead, Heather. I know we got a list.
Yeah. Yeah, we got more and more people coming into the room. You know, you can put your question in the chat. We'll do our best to get to you. We don't have a moderator to keep track today. And we got a little off track. But Molly, I got you, babe. You're wanting to know about any sort of romance maybe coming your way. And my question to you is, babe, how the hell do you expect to find somebody if you're working all the damn time? No, I get it. Okay. So here's how you came out. Chariot in reverse. So that's a Cancer card. Another Devil card in reverse. So there's another Capricorn. Okay. King of Cups next to the Chariot in reverse came out reverse. But the King of Pentacles is right underneath it. So it does indicate maybe somebody, isn't really good at expressing their feelings, but is responsible financially. We have the Hierophant that came out in reverse with the Five of Cups underneath. So with the Hierophant in reverse, we also got the Eight of Hazards, which is the Eight of Pentacles, with the Eight of Swords in reverse underneath. Okay, so that's like talks a lot about work and using work, building your, I don't know, I want to say portfolio, but I mean your life portfolio, like building your, whether it's your home, you're building yourself up to the quality that you want to have. And next to that is the Two of Cups. So underneath that, we got two major arcana. We got the Empress in reverse and the World card as clarifiers. Okay. I also did pull, you saw me showing you as I was going through this, dear, that I was a little curious. So I pulled some oracles. I got crown games, rights, right use of power, and hello, my phone decided to go surfing. And then, I think somebody maybe sees you as a snack. I'm going to be honest looking at that. And you're just kind of fed up with the way that it's going. So looking at all of this, I definitely get some Taurus vibes, some Taurus Libra vibes. And the Capricorn is where the power, like the Capricorn, like games. You may have a Capricorn that's interested in you or that you're interested in, if not a Taurus or a Libra. I will say that it's almost like what I'm getting is there's a couple of people that are interested in you, and it very well could be past. It could be past relationships, but I don't necessarily think that that's the way that it needs to go. I think that there's been power dynamics and manipulation tactics used in the past, and you just don't trust these people. So I wouldn't say past, okay, because those are just cycles that repeat themselves. But I do have a promise of a new beginning, okay? And in that promise of the new beginning, even if it's just starts out as a friendship, going out and having a meal together, just kind of, associate, just getting yourself a little close. I think that if you have had yourself shut off, let me stop this because I'm getting interjected. I think that you have a couple of suitors looking at you, and one of them just doesn't know how to express their emotions, but they may try to impress you with their belongings or the way that they look, if that makes any sense. That's where I'm getting that Taurian vibe, right? But somebody is definitely interested in you, but I think they think that you're too good for them. That's what I'm getting. So if you are interested in somebody new, I highly recommend reaching out, offering, extending that invitation to just say, hey, no expectations. Let's just go have some fun and see if we can be friends to start, because I can tell that you're somebody who needs that foundation. You're not all willy-nilly with it if you're going to get serious. So wish you the best, babe. Molly, hope that helps. And if you guys want to book
Kratos 777, welcome. If
you're
you
welcome,
would like,
Molly.
if you would like a reading, please put yourself on the list. We do take donations, and those that hit the super button and give a donation, you go straight to the top of the list. Right now, the list is my hen, and I need your question now.
I think we're probably going to have to cut off the readings. I don't know if we're going to have to. You're welcome. You're welcome, Miss Molly. So I got to look at your list real quick. But I was going to say, if you want to book a personal reading with us, our booking calendar is open. The description's in our channel description and will be in the video description. So the list for me, Miriam's got.
I thought we had like 25 minutes.
We do, but
okay.
We do, but you in the list you have my hen, and you're just doing my hen. I've got
Air
Mommy
is the next one. My Air Mommy. You have My Air Mommy.
And then you've got one more, and I've got one more. That might come close. If we have any more time, then we will. But that's where the list is at. If we miss you, we're going to be here tomorrow. Yeah, every day this week. We'll be here at 2.
A general read for my hen. Okay.
Okay, and then for mine, my Air Mommy, I need you to know your question, or I'm going to move on to Crystal.
I don't know. I see your energy. I hope I'm saying that right. Mayan. It feels like, 1500s, 1600s walking through a Chinese or a Japanese hometown city in the market. That's what it feels like. There's the smells of all the various foods and leathers, and it's interesting.
Need to know if you have a question, Meyer Mommy. You love how we pronounce your son's name.
Oh, look at that. Glory be. She come out with the Ace of Cups. I don't know if you're a she, a he, or a they, but you just popped out with the Ace of Cups.
So it's an offer of love.
Okay.
Offer of sweetness. All right, Meyer Mommy, I gotcha. I asked, what was the current dynamic of the relationship between me and Moni? I will look and see what I can find for you. Yeah, we can't keep scrolling back, and we don't have a moderator, so sorry if I have to ask you to put your question in again. But if you'd open up your energies to me, I'd be glad to tap in and see what I can find out.
Mayan, I see that you definitely desire something better for your life. I can also see sort of a past experience here where you and another person went off track. And it's sort of like you were saying, no, I'm not going that way anymore. And building yourself up. You've been motivated to do it. You've been inspired to do it. You've been encouraged to do it. I also see like some sort of new effort at increasing your wealth. And there's a question of walking away from one position financially and reaching your hand for another one. But you're seeing that what you do right now and what you have right now is not enough for what you've been inspired to do. So there's a question of what spirit wants you to do if you don't have what it is that you need. So welcome to the club of those of us up at this level looking around going to our spirit guides. You're the one that said, that you'd be there. You're the one that put us in this position. So where's the money? I see the goal. I see what Spirit's asking you to do. It's to achieve something. Look at the tower coming in. You are not the only one. Man, there's a whole bunch of us right now that's sitting on pause button. And it's like we're waiting on Spirit. Hello. We're like, hello, hello. There's no
Yeah,
action here that you could take at the moment until spirit shows up. So, oh, welcome to the club, man. The challenge is like sitting in this energy of knowing what needs to be accomplished. And you've talked to your spirit guides, they've heard you. There's a question of even safety for yourself. I don't know if you're trying to get somebody to move out of your house or if that's a part of it. Looking at a close relationship here, maybe even a family member, that if things don't work out what you're trying to do, you may have to move. And there's just this question of finding the right partner that's going to do this. What? Okay, this is a whole hot mess, girl. Mayan. I don't know if you're talking to a Gemini or a Libra. If you have someone in your life who is a Gemini and a Libra, asking this person, maybe because you're family, if they can help out for a little bit. It's not something you want to do, but at the moment, it's like the only option you have left to be able to create the ending that you know Spirit is asking you to do. Am I on point? You don't feel safe? It is. It's moving towards a sibling or someone else. The question is a job, but the job comes like as soon as you make the call that Spirit wants you to. It's like a broken bone. It's like this, right? As soon as you make the call to receive help, the bone can set back into place and then it needs time to heal. It takes 4 days of moving in with this sibling or whoever this is before the calling for job options start showing up. But yeah, it's time because there's something down here you're supposed to build. This hierophant is gonna flip like that, and you're supposed to build it. There is a move to it. That's what I got for you, babe. We're here with you. We'll be back tomorrow.
Okay, Meyer mommy. So, and hi, Amy. I see Amy just popped in, and she's one of the mods. Okay, so you say, especially if you see a change in family dynamic or financially. Baby's due next month on the 21st, so we're dealing with paternity case. Just moved into a new apartment. Okay, okay. So a paternity case. Ooh, all right. Well, okay. So I'm just going to show you like how this came out for you. So how it came out, I got the Ace of Swords in reverse, the Five of Pentacles in reverse. It definitely talks about um, uh, maybe a decision not being exactly the way you hoped that it would have turned out. Next to that, I have the Queen of Wands in the upright with the Aquarius card. That speaks to me very much about how the delivery, you see how specifically it's a nurse, right? Like, and it being in the upright, I think you're going to get great natal care. I think the baby being born, that is a blessing, right? It's a cosmic blessing. And I think intuitively, you know, that's going to be okay. I think maybe you're a little cooler about the whole paternity thing, even not knowing the outcome than most people would expect. We've got the Nine of Wands in reverse, and the card underneath that is the Five. Like, I do see that it is not necessarily the best decision. Maybe, you know, there's a little bit of a disappointment about how things came about and the uncertainty, because then it makes, you know, the parties involved to get, you know, a little defeated and whatnot. Eight of Wands in reverse. I can see somebody you're in no contact with. Okay. There's no contact. It's likely a fire sign. Somebody did something really freaking stupid. It looks like, very, Aries, Sag, I'm sorry, Aries, Leo, Sag energy. I'm going to lean towards Leo because the Emperor came out in the, let me just show you this. We've got, what is it? The King of Hazards in reverse. Okay, so that's the Earth sign. If the paternity is leading towards an Earth sign, that one's all in the no. It looks like maybe it's going to be the fire sign. We've got the Emperor and the upright. Changes in dynamics. I think that this Emperor is going to step up and be that person that you need to be. You know, this other person is not there. It's not there. It's almost like the competition was the underside of the deck, right? The earth signs like nop, 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 nop. And I will tell you that looking at this, somebody is gonna, I think the position with moving into the new place is gonna go well. Okay. So the here's what I got, and I can't even joke about this. But knocked up was one of the cards that popped. Pregnancy, expecting, mothering, right? And then I got brick wall, defense mechanism, guarded, hard to reach. So that might explain that no contact thing that's happening. Somebody's got some dirty money stuff going on. And that could be speaking to the legality of the paternity, that, you know, somebody is like, I don't want this kid to be mine because I don't want to pay for it, kind of shit, right? Laundering, still illegal. And you have a frenemy out of the deal. Fake friends, two-faced, hidden intentions. So, you know what? I mean, that sounds like a lot of games when you got a baby and a family to take care of. I think you're just fine, babe. I don't see anything going wrong. Follow your gut. You know which one is in your mind's eye. You know who is the one that is the frenemy, and you can't be trusted, right? Even and I think if it is the situation, I'm getting this too. So if it is the situation that the baby is the one with the heavy earth sign placement, so earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, if the baby ends up being that party's, okay, I think the fire sign's still going to step up and be the parental guidance, be the parent. They're going to be the grown up one to try to help own stuff. And if, you know, whatever, for whatever that's worth, I hope that helps, babe. There we go. Where are we at?
Love 40 Owl. It's a very cool name. I like it. We need your question, please. Crystal, Candace, thank you very much. Heather, that one's yours.
Crystal is?
Yeah. And then I know Amba.
Okay. Well,
Amba's
we're at
everybody. Everybody will lay for Amba. Period.
Well, we will. Yeah, most definitely. Hi, Amba. We're at an hour, 8 minutes, just to let you know, babe. So I think we probably need to cut off the readings at what we've already announced.
Right.
So who do we have? We have
12 minutes. If
Crystal,
Love 40 Owl is not there, then Crystal.
I got Crystal.
Crystal, Candace, and I'll start laying for Amba.
And then we're done, guys. We appreciate you guys showing up. We'll be here every day this week. Crystal asked, today is my birthday. Well, happy birthday, Crystal Candace. You've been feeling sad because of your breakup situation with your ex, and you guess you need to know what's going on with this connection. It's so unfinished and the hidden and unsaid. I got you, girl. Happy birthday.
Flowers ready to bloom.
And Love Owl is back in the room. So Love Owl, you'll be our last reading, sweetheart.
Yeah.
We're tapped into 2 others right now. Love Owl will be our last reading of the day. I'm doing Candace. You're welcome, babe. Your mommy, I already did your reading, babe. Where were you? Because I just gave you your reading.
Interesting. Oh, very interesting. Very interesting.
No problem, babe. I promise it's there. And it should be some helpful information. Hi, Dolores. Appreciate you.
Amber, it's like up and down with the waves, isn't it? Going up, we're coming back down. I will say good job. Good job, Amber. That situation is behind you now. Like it's way back there. It's far enough away. You can't throw a rock at it anymore. Look at the justice card. Well, I'm just going to show you. The justice card landed like this, Amber. Just like that. Okay, the justice card was pointing at the Wheel of Fortune like this.
Ooh.
That whole situation is washed. Yeah, I see what you're asking there. I do. And on the right side of the reading, I see that you're ready. And it's like you're holding a bunch of inventory and you're ready. There's a readiness here to this, but there is a question of support. What is it you want from her? Look, the judgment card came out. What do you want her to do? Ooh, there's a tower. Look, I love that because they said that. They said there's people. There's all these people that around you. There's people. Relationships, needful relationships, purposeful relationships. Look, I'm just going to let you know that the main agenda that you feel that you have to do, this main agenda, is not the main agenda. Not yet. Not yet. There's some sort of assistance here that's needed or is necessary. This could have to do with, I just heard launching a pad of some kind. You don't want to go into partnership with this other person who is fickle. And there's activity of assistance here that is necessary for one of these soulmate, soul contract people. There's assistance of some kind of coming in and doing an assist right there. I also have a female Scorpio. Yeah, it's like someone you're iffy about allowing into this inventory thing that you hold. It's almost like you want to keep it private. You want to keep it private. Oh, well, that's nice. This is a curriculum. This is building a curriculum, which you already know how to do. Bam! It's almost like they want to use the resources of your mind to build some sort of inventory. That's interesting. Look at this with the sun card. That's why we love Amba, y'all. I'm sorry. We love Amba. There's something you want to show this soulmate, soul contract person. Well, bitch, show me. You know what? If this is a good time for you, I can sit with you this evening. Okay. I know who this is. Look at this. So beautiful. And she's been hanging on to this thing that brings a lot of celebration behind it. The answer is talk to me tonight. It'll be 7:00. I have an electrician dude coming at 4:30. And then after that, Heather and I eat dinner. And then I will call you. I think they want to use your head. I think you're supposed to teach astrology. What? Oh, I love you. I love you. Because you come in with birds, you know? It's just Amber with birds. Go ahead, Heather.
Crystal Candace. All right, babe. So I was still trying to decipher these cards that I got for you.
Oh. Mm-mm-mm.
There's parties. There's just so many people. So many damn people. The other parties coming in, we've got the Knight of Swords came out in reverse, and the Page of Cups was underneath it. Okay, I'm not gonna. No kidding, and some of you may get this reference, some of you won't, but I was born in '80, so I've been here a minute. As soon as that first card popped, I heard Henry Rollins, that song from the '90s, where he's like, "'Cause I'm a liar, I'll rip your heart out." Like, that's how I got. Like, so that's, that's my weirdness. That was my guide's way of showing me that this person that you're separated from is a liar. Is a liar. Came out next to the King of Cups in reverse. Can't keep his damn head above the water. There's the Hierophant underneath. King of Wands next to that, maybe good for some fun time, but it doesn't know how to love. Doesn't know how to love you right. Next to that, we've got the Empress in the upright and the Queen of Pentacles underneath. I do have some Venusian energy. Next to that, I got another person. So Empress, we got Libra, the Libra card. We've got the Pisces card popping up here. The Hanged Man came out next to that. Going within. Next to that, we've got the Queen of Swords, Granny. We got Queen of Swords in reverse and the Queen of Wands in the upright to clarify it. I don't think that it feels like you don't trust that person. I understand if there's been no contact going on. I think this other party really put themselves in a position that was bigger than they ever could have expected. And I'm getting that they definitely see you as valuable. The Empress grows anything, it enhances anything. It's beautiful energy, right? And looking through, I think that this person doesn't know how to move forward with it because they think they're not trying to move forward with it at all. I got the Two of Wands and the Five of Wands underneath it. This person's just sitting around not knowing. They want to reach out, but they're not sure. They just think you're going to snap at them, basically, is what I'm getting. Their gut may be telling them that they want to come to you. I don't know if you actually have another love interest or somebody that's looking at you. But when I was pulling for oracle cards for you, dear, the first card that popped for that Knight of Swords in reverse is repo. So default on payments, financially incapable, repossessed assets. I did get laughter. I think you two share a good amount of passion together. And you're, probably just friends. I got another friends card with a squad that does talk about reconciliation. And since it's your birthday, my dear, I do want to do a quick timing to see if I can give you a timing for your reconciliation or when you will have some sort of a talk. And these two popped. So it's going to be coming very soon by the end of the month. And then October popped. Okay. So, and underside of the deck, it's time to move forward. I would give that advice too. If there's been no contact and you're not really knowing where to go, here's the thing. I think that a lot of times people get a little too worked up about not knowing what's next, not knowing where to go. You know what? Just like Miriam said, that pause thing, right? Sucks to sit in it. But I'll tell you that typically it's because spirit is going in and spirit's basically making sure that that person actually processes their emotions. They're not somebody who's really needing to, they don't process their emotions. They're likely emotionally insecure, not emotionally intelligent at all. And maybe they're talking, maybe I think they're going to be talking with somebody that's going to kind of help calm their jets a little bit. And it very well, I will say that it wouldn't surprise me if this person comes back and it's immediate that you guys just hop into bed. That's kind of what I'm gathering. If it's not this person, I think you may have somebody else that's interested in you in that way. I do want to pull a love oracle for you, my love or two. It seems fair. Interesting. He says interesting. Yeah, I think that here's the thing. I don't think that he has his shit together. And I think he knows that you have a little bit of a trust thing. It's got the King of Wands in the upright, but Pisces energies, I will tell you, are really confused right now. I can't hold back any longer, and I never meant to hurt you. Okay. Oh, are you ready, Miriam? Because I'm sitting here. This person hurt me too much. I can't take him back. And I mean, I think he knows that. That's why I say he took this too damn far. That Queen of Swords in the back end, that means like literally, there ain't no trust there. Like trust there, and you know it. You know it. I'm going to get 3 calls back to back by 3 different scammers. Well, sweetheart, I know that it's tough. But what I was getting at, that's funny that this came out. So I got Winter's Dream gestation period. He may send you a cookie crumb text by the end of this month, but you're in a gestation period, right? Winter's Dream, that pause that we're talking about. We're all so ready. Enjoy the pause, because whether you realize it or not, subconsciously, there's a lot that's being processed that we don't understand our unconscious side, right? It changes gradually, babe. So hang in there. I know it hurts, but you need to be focusing on you, because evidently that party isn't doing so for you. Don't
It's
look out.
really
Don't look
hard for
outward.
me when I'm like that and I'm spinning in my head. And I've been working the DBT method in my therapy group session stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm trying really hard to
You're
be
welcome,
more
babe.
present and to get away from all that torture, like that mental torture, to
Mm-hmm.
like force your focus right where you're at in the moment. Touch fabrics, engage your senses, your Taurus. Okay, not just your eyes, but your taste, to touch, to feel, put your toes and grind them in, and force your mental state to be here. I am here right now. What is it right now that I need to do next? And removing that mental torture. Sometimes late at night, like if it's hard to go to sleep, you get up, you write it down on a sticky note, and you say, I will think about this tomorrow. Right now, I have to put myself to sleep. It's a very hard thing to do. Like in Hindu religions, they speak about how the control of the mind is everything to be able to make solid movement forward. And it is. These things are put there to teach us how to rein ourselves in mentally. And so I know what you're saying and I get it. It's really, really hard to walk away from the pain, especially when it's up here and it's in here. But I'm suggesting to ground yourself in the present moment, to take a pen and paper and write out all the things you have to do. And one by one, you cross it off and you force your mental state to be here and now. That's what Heather is talking about.
Yeah, for sure. And here's the thing. I'm getting this like literally the second it just popped in. Pisces, Neptune went back into Pisces, okay? And that covers ground since like what, 2012, right? The Pisces, Neptune has gone through Pisces all through 2012. This year, it finally just moved into Aries, and now it just retrograded back, and it's back there with Saturn. And this definitely is helping evolve that, but it's not going, that evolution is not going fast for anybody, and it's not supposed to. Neptune, we just spent all these years with Neptune and Pisces being very dreamy and idealistic, right? Neptune tends to idealize whatever sign that it's in, right? This goes for relationships too, for the Pisces energy. So sometimes we can over romanticize if you look at the full scope from the outside, detach the
Yeah.
emotions. Sometimes we can over romanticize or over idealize relationships, right? And I would say it seems like you're a pretty practical person, right? Take the lessons, okay? I was going to say if you need the black and white in front of your face, if you're finding that you're missing them, get that pen and paper, write down what I miss about so and so. But
My
get another
journal's right
paper.
here. And
Get
girl,
another
I'm
piece of
writing
paper.
too. Okay? We're all
Mhm.
writing.
Another piece
Get
of
your butt.
paper. What I don't miss. What I won't miss. What I don't miss.
Yes.
There's got to be some part of it that
Make a
yourself, as you
pros and
sit.
cons, like Heather
Yeah.
and I do. Make
Yeah.
pros, cons. Use the
Yeah.
Virgo end of the Pisces, that aspect from Pisces to Virgo. Neptune's back into Pisces right now. Go to
Yeah.
the Virgo side and be like pros and cons. Make a plan. That's the other part that's been hitting the collective right now. Write out a plan, a workable plan. It's part of putting yourself in the present moment and making it a ritual to whatever it is you're doing.
Oh, thank you, Crystal Candace. And hon,
Do you
I
know what?
hope
I'm
that
going to
reading
say this
helped.
too. Sometimes ritualistic things like putting on your makeup,
Yep.
that alone is a ritual. Make it a ritual. Light a candle. Speak to spirit while you do it. Take the normal things that you do and turn it into a holy place that nobody F's with, or I will beat you.
Bedroom. So if you guys were in your bedroom all the time, rearrange your damn furniture. Get a
Yeah.
new bed
Paint the
sheet.
wall. It's like cutting your hair.
Change the scenery. Change the scenery, because all that
He's
and staying in
right.
that space just makes you miss them anymore. And it's okay. When things happen and there's just a break and you don't know why or whatever, that's when you really have to go within and go, okay, God, I trust you. Hands up.
It's really
You
hard.
got this. It is hard to
I'm getting this
surrender
whole
that.
go shave your legs thing.
Yeah, go shave your
Light a
legs.
candle, girl. Make it holy. Get another
Go out
razor.
and
Change it up.
go out and catch somebody winking at you. Just you got to get out of the funk, baby. And happy birthday! We
Happy
appreciate you
birthday.
too. We're done doing readings for the day, and had all of our friends came in, showed us some love. Thank you guys.
We will
You want to
eat
book readings with us? All of
dinner
our
and I'll
stuff's
call Amba after the electrician comes. Electrician, dinner, Amba, in that order.
Oh yeah, frequency music. That's a good one. Binaural beats. Just type in binaural
Yes.
binaural beats into YouTube. That's a
My
great way
dog
to
loves
meditate down.
that. Loves the
I do.
binaural beats. She
I do
just
too. I do
so
too.
nuts.
Well, all right. Well, let's
Thank
get
you
out of here,
guys for
babe.
joining us today. Thank you for the donations.
See you
We're
tomorrow
gonna
at
be
2,
back
between
tomorrow
2:30.
At 2:30, 3 o'clock, because I noticed a lot of the moderators were more available at like 3.
Okay.
But catch us tomorrow. We love you.
Love
Have a
you.
good evening,
Bye.
and we'll see y'all later. Bye.